Greetings and welcome to Disciples of Revan. I'm Droid the Cat, and you're about to be hosted by Lord Travius and Lord Gaius, and they're going to talk about the latest Star Wars The Mandalorian episode. Enjoy. Meow.
Well, thank you for that intro, Droid. So, Mando, episode 5, 6? I don't know where we're at now.
This is episode 6 of season 2, so it's episode, do my quick math here, 14.
Yeah, chapter 14, the tragedy.
The tragedy. I love how they start off always with the title. It's like you know what's kind of going to happen, or you have a premise of what's going to happen. You know, the Jedi, the Marshal.
I really enjoyed it because I was calling like Baby Yoda dies, and so I just keep looking over at Melissa, going like, "Yeah,
they're not gonna kill him."
I saw a good meme where it's just like the tragedy, and then underneath of Darth Plagueis the lies.
Sorry, buddy, I can't land on the top. Too small. Looks like we're gonna have to travel the last stretch with the windows down.
This was a lot of fun. We get Mando finally going to Typhon. Yeah. I wanted to see forests and everything that I had ran through on Typhon.
Yeah, but it was only a small section of it, and you could see from the planet when he was coming in that it was very green and lush. I don't remember that the Seeing Stone in the Old Republic game,
No.
but I mean, there's a book that what is it? It's called Dawn of the Jedi, and they have a lot of that kind of obelisk type stuff in it, so it kind of does reflect from the original lore of it. I'm still, like I said last time, I'm still amazed that they brought it back.
I'm so happy they brought Typhon back.
Oh, so am I. But they started him like he was kind of in that little bit of you can see how they're interacting in his cockpit there.
Come on. Dang ferret!
He lands on the planet, he goes up to the obelisk.
We have to open the windows for travel now, with windows down.
Yeah, that was fun. Nice little jetpack flying. It gets up there, puts him on the rock. Nothing really happens until some ship flies down.
Yeah, some ship, eh? So that was good, eh? So we knew it was going to happen because they've hinted it to throughout the series. Well, from last season and now this season, you saw in episode 1 of this season that figure standing in the background watching him as he took Cobb Vance's armor and all that. And in last season, when Fennec was supposed to be dead, and then we had this figure approach her. So it's been revealed now. We have Boba Fett.
Yeah, Slave One. Oh, beautiful Slave One.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty. It was one of those moments. It's like
he was definitely an older, calmer, more relaxed Boba Fett, because he's just like, no, that's my father's armor, and I'll help you. Like, no, I promised I'll help you. Like, he was kind of like the good guy Boba Fett.
You look like you've just seen a ghost.
You were dead.
She was left for dead on the sands of Tatooine, as was I. But fate sometimes steps in to rescue the wretched.
You know what? Boba Fett was always calm. Like, he never like this like shoot at the hip. Well, he does shoot at the hip, but he had these planned methodical attacks.
All I remember of Boba Fett is, get him, daddy!
And then Boba Fett, where? And he got knocked into the Sarlacc pit in episode 6, right? But that, you know what? Like, I like the fact that they used the same actor who played the clones. I can't remember his name. Is it Morrison? Temuera Morrison? Yeah. And I think that was just, and you could totally tell, like, oh, there's the voice of all the clones and everything like that. So for them to do that way, and his scarred head, and so good. Chills.
I'm so happy they brought back Fennec Shan, because
Boba Fett was that fate. And I am now in his service.
I want my armor back.
like some robot inside.
Yeah, obviously she got hurt pretty badly, but now she's indebted to him.
You always forget that you can get fucked up in Star Wars and still come back with robot insides.
Or legs, right?
Yeah.
I
lost half my torso. It don't matter.
So Boba Fett tracked him down, and what I don't really understand though is why didn't he confront him on Tatooine when he was there twice?
Why didn't he get his armor off of Cobb Vanth?
Well, there's that too.
Because he always knew where it was. Because he's just like, oh, I can get it when I want it. I don't know what he was up to.
Well, maybe he was just like healing and planning, because it was 5 years, right?
Yeah.
And who knows how long he was in the Sarlacc. I mean, the legends say that he was in there for quite some time.
I can tell you he's healed from what he did with that staff.
I always was under the assumption the gaffy sticks could actually fire something as well. Yeah. So it's just kind of a quarterstaff in a sense. Yeah. So that would have been cool if they showed that, because I know they had the gaffy sticks and that sand people do, and they supposed to spray something or shoot something. But anyways. But whatever. But I did like, so he was pretty, like you said, he was cool, calm, and collect, and I've come to track you, from Tatooine, and I want my armor back. And he started going on about, his legacy and everything like that. And Mando was like, oh, you took the creed. And, he was reluctant to give his stuff back. Right?
Yeah, well, he wasn't going to.
No.
It wasn't until, he had to go back up, and he made him the deal or whatever, that he went into his ship. He got it just in time.
Just in time, yeah, which was good, right? Because there would have been nothing left after that. I was
so upset. I was just like, oh, we spent so many episodes repairing this ship.
I know.
Just to have it destroyed.
But it was a very simple episode. That a whole fight scene thing was just like, it was very well choreographed, and you saw Fennec and how good of a sharpshooter she was. You saw Boba Fett and how great he was. I felt that Mando really took a backstage step here. Not a step, but he was backstage more. Like,
he wasn't. Why? Because he's a babysitter.
Well, there's that, but I think they really want to promote some of the other characters' action and stuff like that, not just all about him. And I've noticed that about this entire series, is that, yes, it is about him and the child, but it's also about his supporting cast characters. Cara Dune, now Boba Fett, and Fennec is back. Yeah, Grief Heart. So that's what I liked about it, is because he's like, I'm going to go get the child. He keeps going into that force field that Grogu's under, and he keeps getting zapped back. He keeps trying. It's like the definition of insanity. Keep trying till something changes, right?
I really like the force field, because I'm just like there is a clear signal being sent out to a Jedi.
Yeah, so it was obviously some sort of energy field. It wasn't the Force, because I read a couple things. Oh, that's what the Force represents now. No, guys, it's not. That wasn't the Force. That was just an actual energy field, because you could tell by the hieroglyphics that are around it there was some kind of contraption.
Yeah,
almost like a communication, a long range communication device.
So where I kind of expected a Jedi to show up at the end of the series.
I kind of did too. The series?
Well, yeah. I didn't expect us to jump to Typhon right away. I was like, gonna be a filler.
Yeah.
But I kind of expect a Jedi to show up at the end of the series, but now I'm thinking that we're just gonna have that signal land in an area where a Jedi is, and he'll be like, oh, and then that will be like the last shot.
Okay, I'm gonna protect you. Just stay there. I'll be back soon.
He's got so much shit to do. Even next episode, jumping a little bit ahead, he's got to go get that Bill Burr character, who was locked up by the Republic, to go find the Empire.
Yeah.
So he's going on he's got a lot of shit to do. He's got Boba already hanging out. It's almost too much to have a Jedi show up at that point.
They figured that maybe have a Jedi helper to help get the child back. But you're right, you might not actually go right to the end there, kind of that last thing.
Well, I don't think he needs a Jedi right now, because if you think about it, what has he got? He's got that staff made of...
Beskar.
Yeah, and that can fight Gideon's lightsaber, so...
Yeah. Oh, and so now, so we'll go step by step through the episode here. So we got the ambush by the stormtroopers. They come down, and there was a good fight scene, and then he couldn't get Grogu back because he was still in the Force, or that bubble, or whatever like that. And then
that gaffy stick shattering stormtroopers.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So good. Yeah. And then even just Fennec, just like, I'm gonna jump in the air and shoot you.
Yeah, that was good. And then they get almost like their asses kicked.
Complete fodder.
Yeah, they almost get their asses kicked, and so Fett was able to get his armor, saves the day. He had those knee rockets, and then he does that whole thing where it's like he's targeting the ships as they're taking off.
The knee rocket thing was, to me, it was a lot like that burst thing.
Yeah, the wrist rocket type thing. Yeah.
I love that little comedy bit. It's just like, I was aiming for the other one.
Yeah. that was good. I thought we're gonna get an episode 9 thing with they took out the ships and the child was thought to be on it, like Chewbacca was, and it was, we're so sad, and then we find out later that anyways, I'm glad they didn't go that route. But yeah, so then they said to him, and after he found like the remains of his ship and he found the Beskar staff, they said, well, our deal is not fulfilled until you get the child back. That was part of our deal. So I thought that was kind of cool, but at the same time I'm thinking, is Boba Fett that changed now? Would he have done that in the prior?
Well, the thing I liked about it was he flies up or whatever. Like, we haven't even talked about the Death Troopers yet.
Oh yeah.
But he flies up and he's just like, oh shit, the Empire is back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he's not happy about that. You can tell. Mm-hmm. Like, before it was just like, I'll work for anybody.
Yeah.
But now it's just like he's kind of sick of an Empire.
Well,
and so I think Boba Fett wants to take the Empire down.
They're back.
Who?
The Empire. They're back.
Dark Troopers. So Dark Troopers, that was pretty cool. So they are pretty much from the canon.
Was it pretty cool? I mean, they flew in. They didn't fight anybody. They walked really slowly. Maybe they should have flew closer. And then they grabbed Yoda and flew off. I was like, I know we're gonna get to see them kick some ass, but you guys did nothing here.
Yeah, I can't put too much in one episode. Come on.
Damn stormtroopers! You could accomplish nothing. I gotta send my robots down to just go grab the kid and go.
Yeah.
Like, give your stormtrooper a jetpack.
Well, anyways, so the Dark Troopers kind of stand up to what they were in Legends, and I'm very, very keen to see them in action.
Yeah.
They'll do their job.
They will.
They'll do their job well. So, but yeah, so then now we are. So yeah, Boba Fett flies after him. They say, "Don't shoot," because they have the kid. He sees the ship. The Empire has returned, and then, then next thing you know, he's going to that his stuff. Finds the Beskar. They promised him, and then we're back on Navarra again.
Yeah, they go there, and we see we see that he talks to Kara or whatever, and I guess
She's
been
official.
a week.
Yeah, I had heard.
Like, I'm officially.
I heard to the who'd you hear from? You don't talk to anyone, asshole.
You listen to the radio.
Oh yeah, then the Republic
Radio.
broadcasting endlessly in the Outer Rim.
You got the two DJs from episode 1.
Yeah. DJs.
Yeah.
All the broadcasters.
Pod racer.
Yeah. I don't care what universe you're from. That's gotta hurt.
Corners of the Outer Rim territories. I see the contestants are making their way out onto the starting grid.
Got that anxiety of Boba's gonna go against the Republic again, just so that he can get that dude out and find the thing. I'm just like, no, I want you to
Boba's
work.
gonna go against the Republic in Mando.
Well, Mando. Well, they both are.
Yeah.
But no, I want you to work with him, man.
What do you want with him?
I need to spring him to help me locate Moff Gideon's light cruiser.
You know how I feel about the Empire. But these stripes, there are rules I need to follow.
That's interesting. It's an interesting point, but he's kind of convincing Cara Dune to help up. But she's like, "Oh, I gotta go. I'm legit now. The stripes, I have to follow the rules." But then he said they got the kid, so it'd be interesting to see if she helps and if.
Well, I think she'll just give him information because, I don't know how many people they need to send on this mission to go grab the.
I don't know. I think it might be her, Grief Karga, Boba Fett, and Fennec, and this guy that they're.
What about Mithril?
Oh, Mithril. Yeah.
He could probably earn 50 years off his
Mithril, I finally took me a second to tie that one together. It's kind of back, but that's actually the chainmail that Frodo Baggins got. It's Mithril, right? It's from the Lord of the Rings reference, it seems. Anyways, so now they're gonna go fly off, and then at the end we see Gideon and the child.
Oh man,
that was so funny, eh?
You've gotten very good with that. But it makes you oh so sleepy.
I love how cool, calm, and collective he is. He's just like, oh, it makes you so sleepy.
Yeah, and then he's like, have you ever seen one of these?
I'm like, I had some jokes there I didn't say, but...
Have you seen this? I don't know. What happened to Jedi Temple?
You're not ready to wield one of these yet.
Have you ever seen one of these? From years past.
It was a very good episode overall. That end part was really good, seeing, and they stunned him and put the cuffs on him. It's really setting up, I think, a big kind of a cliffhanger, not cliffhanger, but a big 2 episodes. I don't know how long the episode. This one was fairly short, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. I
think the next one, I hope it's a little bit longer, and obviously the final, the finale. But I think they've really set it up good now.
One thing I really liked was Robert Rodriguez came in to direct this, and he was like a last-minute addition because the director that was assigned to do it couldn't make it.
Who was supposed to do it?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, they have their pick of directors. Why they have to bring in Rodriguez?
Because he's friends with Favreau, and he's like an A-list director.
They got Bryce Dallas Howard. They got Deborah Chow. They got Waititi.
Favreau could have stepped in and directed his own.
They got
Filoni's there
himself.
every day.
Yeah,
but they wanted somebody with if you had noticed, like, the action was a little bit higher than usual. Like, I think it flowed a little bit better, and that's Rodriguez's experience. Like, guy's done a lot of good movies.
Yeah, that's true. They could prolong this series like forever in Petroli.
Oh, like
in Petchiduli.
Just to go back to that like word that Kathleen Kennedy said. It's just like, well, we don't have any books or any source material to do this, and here we are watching The Mandalorian using all the books and source material that existed.
Yeah, it existed, and I mean they're all obviously putting their own twist on things, but. Yeah. I mean, they're eventually obviously going to add Grand Admiral Thrawn.
And Chewie, and maybe a moon. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
we know he survived that.
Yeah, well, anyways. So there's a lot of stuff they could possibly add, but they already have added.
What the?
I thought you said this was a forward operating base.
I thought it was.
Let me pose this to you. It's a question that's going around everywhere now. Do you want this show to help connect to 7, 8, and 9?
I was reading some things about that today too, and I don't know if that is their goal. I don't know if I necessarily want that. They were saying some things today about how that Grogu could be talking to a young Ben Solo with that thing, with that Seeing Stone. There's a lot of other speculation. And, there's some kind of kids show about the blue butterflies he was kind of grabbed too. So apparently the people are grasping at straws. It looks like that they're sitting there and thinking, they're going to connect it. I actually don't think they are, because I don't think honestly that Favreau or Filoni are fans of the new trilogy.
There's so much time in between too. That
well, you're looking at another 25 years.
You don't even need to touch it.
No, you don't need to. And I mean, maybe. What I kind of foresee, this is the connection I think they're going to do. That at the end of the series, they're going to make it so that whatever Imperial remnant is left is going to be the basis of the First Order. That's what I think, right? I don't think they're going to worry about that whole Sith fleet or anything like that in Exegol. I think what they're going to do is they're going to make it so that these people are left, they've gone off. If they're going to stick to their canon now, Raxus, Counselor Raxus is the one that kind of starts the First Order, and Sloane, Admiral Sloane, is the one who's the kind of architect with the redhead guy from the new trilogy.
I'm the spy.
What? You?
We don't have much time.
I knew it. No, you did not.
So anyway, so that's their canon. And they've already pulled from some of that canon with Cod Vance and stuff like that. So, we'll see. They'll add some. I'd like to see. I'm curious to see how Grand Admiral Thrawn's going to fit in.
Yeah, I'm hoping he shows up with like right now we've seen one ship. I'm hoping he shows up with a fleet.
Yeah, the Armada. Yeah, actually, it would be really cool if they go down the path of the old Thrawn trilogy and get the Katana fleet. So we'll see what happens. But I really feel that that's the extent of it. I don't think they're going to go into too much detail.
Yeah, I hope. I'd rather just leave it alone. Let 7, 8, 9 be their own thing, and maybe even find a way to erase it.
You owe me one, and not for saving your skin for the 10th time.
9th time. That business on Kato and Moida doesn't count.
And I did see today they started filming on Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that they're gonna have the Boba Fett filming before Mando season 3.
So they're gonna have 3 productions in the works?
They're gonna have as many productions as they can in the works. They got Cassian going too.
Well, I mean, I'll take it. Just think of all the other frickin' things we got to do if that's the case.
Well, I mean, just look at all the things that they just introduced. Simply like, this is the old Lucas thing, man. Like, hey, Aurora Sakura or Aurora Singh, we're just gonna put you in a shot and it's gonna make you famous. And like people are just like, that character looks so cool. And like, hey, Bo-Katan, we're gonna put you in an episode and people are gonna want a series. Like, do you connect at all? Do you just have like a big Marvel universe and just have all these like kind of standalone, singular, like middle season things? And
well, I mean, it's a big galaxy. You can have tons of stories, and they may not have any connection. I mean, the whole thing about Star Wars is that, I mean, there is a galactic conflict, but there's also the underside of things, the underworld, and the smaller conflicts that the Republic and the Empire or the Resistance or clones or whatever faction at the time doesn't have anything to do with. So the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the name, Star Wars. I mean, we're going to constantly get wars, but how many stars do we really get beyond Max Rebo?
And Droopy McCool.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a good episode. Can't wait till next week. Looking forward to it. There's only 2 more episodes, and I'm going to be upset because now I got to wait another freaking year.
Yeah, you don't have a movie to look forward to.
I don't have a movie to look forward to. Like, at least I don't know if I was looking forward to it, but at least last year we had Rise of Skywalker. Now, there's nothing other than maybe some games or meh.
Yeah. Well, time for you to play Fallen Order. Well, as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next week.